Good morning. Over the last few weeks, we have been asking the question, is Phuket quiet? Well, today we've come over to Patong, which of course is the main area on the island of Phuket. And if anywhere is going to be busy, it's going to be here. We started off in Kamala Beach, and I was quite surprised actually. The beach area did look like the area was busy. However, when we moved into the town later on during the day, that reflected a slightly different picture and was a lot quieter, both the restaurants and the shopping area. From there we jumped over to Kata, which was last week's video. Now Kata really surprised me and probably surprised a lot of you as well, because we again looked at the shopping area to start with, which there was people there for sure. The restaurants had got customers, the shops I got a few people looking around, so that was a good sign. But when we jumped onto the beach, well, that really surprised me, because there were a lot of people on there. And I got talking to somebody who follows the channel who was also pleasantly surprised, because she likes busy, and it was. So today we are here in Patong, and we're going to start at slightly different, because the main area here in Patong is really the nightlife. So I was here yesterday evening, which was Friday, and I had a walk around some of the main areas, starting on Bangla Road. And as you can see, Bangla Road is definitely busy. A lot of people within that area, lots of bars and clubs along Bangla Road. There are one or two shops, of course, small market areas and a food area, which was all looking very busy. From Bangla Road, I jumped over to Otop, which in my opinion is the second most popular area for nighttime entertainment. There are a lot of restaurants within that area. There's an indoor market, I guess you could call it a plaza, but that's quite extensive. Lots of areas where you can have a look around, buy gifts, obviously accessories and clothing. There is also a large bar area in amongst Otop, and when I looked around that, well, that painted a slightly different picture to Bangla Road, because Bangla Road being very busy, but the Otop area wasn't as busy, not around the bars. From Otop I jumped down to a Marlin Plaza, and that, well, that surprised me, because Marlin Plaza is mainly a food area, and there is an area at the back of it that holds another plaza, great for shopping. I didn't explore the plaza area. I was more interested in the actual front where the food is being sold, but that was very quiet. From Marlin Plaza I came down to Beach Road, because again, Beach Road at night is normally busy, and that is it reflected in the traffic. But was it busy with people? Well, the closer we got to Bangla Road, the more people there seemed to be along Beach Road. So now we're back in the daytime, and we're going to do a little bit exploring along Beach Road, and from there we shall take a look at the beach area. It is now Saturday the 20th of June, so the middle part of June. We're halfway through the month. The month started very wet, but the last week and a half, the weather's really picked up, and we're getting a lot more drier spells. I've moved a little bit further down the beach line now, and we're roughly halfway along between the area where you come onto Beach Road and Bangla Road. So we're halfway between those 2 points. And actually, whilst there are a few people on the beach and actually in the water, there's not as many as I was expecting, because looking at the nightlife yesterday evening suggested that Patong was indeed busy. I'm not seeing the numbers of people actually on the beach at the minute, and the day is lovely. It's a beautiful day, so you would expect people to come down and make use of the weather whilst the sun is shining, because definitely this time of year when the sun is out, it is best to head for the beach, and that way when the sun isn't out and it's raining, you can always go and take a look around the shops or do those other things. But I can see that there's a line of sunbeds in front there, and they're all empty. I don't think any of them, maybe one or two, have got people on, but most of them are empty. And looking into the distance, I don't see the beach being as busy as I was expecting it to be. Can't remember whether I mentioned the time, but it's just after 10:30 in the morning. There actually seems more people in the southern end part of the beach than there does in the northern part of the beach. I'm now making my way onto Beach Road so we can just have a snapshot of this area, because as I mentioned last night, as we got closer to Bangla Road, there was a lot of people along it. Initially there was a lot of traffic when I first came onto Beach Road, but traffic isn't the same as tourists, of course. Now, of course, drop some comments down in the section below. Let me know your thoughts on both this video and the other videos that I've done. At the minute, I'm gonna stick my neck out and say, looking at Patong now, right at this minute, I would say Kata is the busiest place during the month of June. Well, it seems it, especially in the day. And to be fair to Kata, I didn't go round Kata in the evening time, so I don't know what it's like at night over there in Kata. Patong, Bangla Road, very busy. But outside of Bangla Road yesterday evening, I found most of the other areas actually quiet. So it seems that there's a lot of people, whether they're staying here in Patong or outside of this main area, that are making a beeline for Bangla Road. And again this morning, as we're walking down Beach Road towards Bangla Road, there are one or two people about, but far from being crowded. And I'm not expecting Bangla Road, of course, in the daytime to be busy, because it's a nighttime place. Of course, there are places open in the day and in the afternoon, but the main sort of centre of that is evening entertainment. So we're getting close to Bangla Road now. I'm just making my way down to that area just to take a quick look during the day, so we've got somewhere to compare to the night. You can see yourself some of the restaurants, there's one or two people in some of them, but not all of them. Sorry, Cap, good morning. Maybe I'm too early. Maybe everybody's sleeping this morning because of all the fun they were having last night in Bangla Road. Now, I just want to mention that if you are coming over here and you're interested in using public transport, that is the Smart Bus. That parks right opposite Bangla Road, so very easy to find. And I believe it's still the fixed price of 100 baht, no matter whether you're going from Arawai or all the way to the airport or anywhere in between. It will only cost you 100 baht. So we are now right outside Bangla Road where I was yesterday evening, and you can see, well, this wasn't all here, that's for certainty. All this generators, as you can see in the video, how things change here in 12 hours. Wow. So you can see, not really busy with workmen, but not busy with tourists, which is exactly what I expected. I've now made my way over to, I guess you'd call it the main shopping area. So just to the left there, we have the central department store here in Patong. And then right opposite to the department store, just in a sec, I just want to show you this. There's lots of these little arcades, indoor markets, plazas, whatever you want to call them. There are a few people in them, not loads. As I mentioned, it's still fairly early in the morning. We're making our way down towards Jungceylon, which is the main shopping mall here in Patong. Quite big. Take a look, see whether there's people in there rather than on the beach. Well, it does seem there's one or two people in here. I've just made my way up to a higher floor to give me a little bit more better vantage to see if there is indeed people here. Well, there's definitely some people in here. It's not completely empty, but neither is it packed. Well, let me know your thoughts. Drop some comments down below. Do you think Patong is busy or not? Personally, I actually think it's a little bit quiet. On night time, especially around Bangla Road, that is a different story. Bangla Road is definitely busy, or was last night when I visited it, but in the daytime it seems a little bit more quieter, a bit more chill. Maybe you like quiet, so again, maybe you change your mind and instead of staying in Kamala, stay in Patong, because it is quiet during low season, or quieter, so it's more manageable. If you don't like loads of people in your face, you could come to Patong out of season, out of the high season, because of course it's busy in high season. So drop some thoughts. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and also the mini series. If you haven't seen the other two videos, then I will link them in the description and down below. So all the details down there, go and check it out. Of course, if you've enjoyed today's video, do remember to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then please subscribe if you like this type of content. And I guess that just leaves me to say, oh, that's it. I eat, I ride, I explore. Until next time, I'll see you soon.